Why should I date? Isn't God enough? Well, yeah, God is absolutely enough, but if you think that means sitting and doing nothing while praying for a husband to fall from the sky, you have completely misunderstood biblical faith. Let's get in it. Hi, beautiful. My name is Jumoke Win. I'm the co-founder of Win at Love. And if you have ever been told that needing strategy while dating means that you don't trust God, then this video is about to set you free. But before we continue, make sure that you do like, subscribe, and you hit that bell so that you can continue to get more great notifications, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why faith and action work together and not against each other. So James 2:26, really, y'all should just read that whole section. It says, faith without works is dead. And this means that faith requires action. It's not just passive. And God is enough, but he also puts you to be an active participant of your own life. And that includes marriage. And in a training that I've done, we learn that, and I teach women that it is your job to be an active participant if you choose marriage. Okay, because God does not force you to get married. In fact, he gives you the free will to choose whether you want to be celibate, which is single and sexless for life, for his glory, or whether you want to get married for his glory. Either choice that you make, that's your choice. And if you want it, you have to act. So this isn't about trusting God less, but it's about stewarding over the choices that he gave you. Because for me, for 6 years, I was single, just doing all the prayer warrior stuff. I was declaring, decreeing, fasting, praying. And guess what? Who could find me? Nobody. Why? Because I was unfoundable. I was just, what was I even doing back then? I was just at home making raviolis, right? I don't know what I was doing. I mean, I was in God's kingdom. I was doing a lot of things, but I was not doing the fundamental thing that was going to get me married, which was talking to men, which was applying some pressure with my faith. All the faith that I said that I had, I wasn't putting myself in situations to be found by a godly man. And it had nothing to do with God. I was just foolish. Right? That's my fault. Okay? That's my fault, thinking that, God was going to FedEx a man to my front door and Amazon Prime him to me. It was very silly. And we have to also remember that the Bible is clear when it says that he who finds a good thing, right? That's in Proverbs. It's in Proverbs, but it says he who finds a good thing. However, a man cannot find you if you're playing Where's Waldo, hiding in your house. And then let's not even forget, for some of us who are getting older, we lost so much time with the pandemic. We lost a couple of years not being outside, but now that we're outside, we have to catch up, right? So in our boot camp, we're teaching that faith, it doesn't replace trust in God. Like, active faith and doing something is not replacing trust in God. But we're trying to provide you with biblical strategy alongside with your faith. We're teaching you proactive scripture-based action that aligns with God's design. Because when I was single, I wasn't just praying about my future wedding. Now, granted, like I said, I should have actually been outside, but I did do things like I went wedding dress shopping even before I had a man. I looked up engagement rings that I wanted. I sent it to my friends. I sent them a Pinterest board. I saved money for my future wedding, or at least I tried to, because I was broke for most of my 20s, right? And I eventually got on dating apps to position myself in front of more godly men. But see, that is faith in action, not just sitting in your room just praying all day. Because some Christian women, they've been deceived into thinking that passivity equals spirituality. But sitting and waiting while doing nothing, that's just presumption, because we would never sit here and apply the same logic when it comes to getting a job. I don't know who would sit here and say, I want a certain type of job, I want a 6-figure job, but you don't apply anywhere, right? Companies don't see you. You're not on job boards, you don't go to job fairs, you don't fix up your resume, you do nothing but just pray that God is going to give you a better job. That's silly, right? But why do we think that makes sense for marriage? I don't know. And faith prepares, faith acts, and faith positions itself for God's blessing. Okay, so just to recap, God is absolutely enough, right? Ain't no one saying that you shouldn't trust God with your love story, but you do have to be an active participant in your own story. Why? Because it's your choice. It is your choice. It is your choice. Whether you want to be married, whether you want to be single, that's your own choice. Also, faith without works is dead. We need a little bit of action. And lastly, position yourself as stewardship. It is not a lack of faith. Okay, so you're not trusting God less when you take action in your love story. You're just stewarding over the choice that He gave you. Now, my husband and I, we guide women from single to wifey with faith and strategy. So make sure that you do hit the link in the description box so that you can prepare. You can prepare so that you can be positioned for your future husband. And that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.